Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, and it's a fresh new season. This is episode number 1 of season number 3, and we start off because we're in the World Championship with Belgium. So I do apologise, I can't do Belgium with passion, it just wouldn't seem right being I'm not from Belgium. So we're predominantly going to use the Belgium games to look at a few players. As you saw in the last episode, I did put Lukaku on our transfer list, and I really do like the look of Lukaku, so we'll have to see how that goes. Just want to say thank you for your feedback. I'm going to start looking at players. As you know, today is going to be double upload. This is being recorded on a Sunday, so tomorrow, which is today, as you're watching this, is double upload. The next video will be out at 7 o'clock. This one's going live at 4 PM, which is quite cool. Look at this Lukaku. Oh my god, that boy's got a shot on him. Damn, he's powerful. He really does feel really powerful. Great to play with. I like the fact he's got a little bit of pace. I like the fact he's really strong. And I like the fact that he's got an amazing shot on him. I think he really is a great player. Look at that distribution there. Into Hazard. Oh, that was an audacious finish. And to be honest with you, sitting 2-0 up after 32 minutes seemed like a breeze. An absolute walk in the park. Australia weren't really offering us, any resilience to be honest, which is a great shame. But they did have this opportunity, and unfortunately they put it onto the post. I was expecting that one to nestle in the bottom corner, but unfortunately it didn't. Well, fortunately for us, it didn't, I should say. So 2-0 at half time was fantastic, and rightly so. We really did play really, really well. And we continued in the second half. We just basically upped our game. Vertonghen gets onto the head of this, which is a great header in the 56th minute to make it 3-0. And honestly, at this point, I was actually thinking to myself, if I could score another goal, I might consider banging it up to legendary, just because it felt so easy. And the actual game didn't seem like a real challenge. I just felt like I could score when I wanted to. And again, Lukaku, he's just got such a monster of a shot. He really has a monster of a shot. He really is quite a powerful player. Really powerful player. I really do like playing with him. He does really... He really gets me buzzing when you get him on the ball. And as I say, 4-0 up, 80th minute, we break into the box. Nice cheeky chip. Vossen gets onto the end of it to make it 5-0 after 81 minutes. And I've got to say, that was probably the easiest game I think I've ever had, which is a great shame because I was expecting a good game against Australia. I just think on the day, when you've got the likes of Lukaku, Eden Hazard, you've got Vertonghen at the back, you've got Vermaelen at the back, and you've got Company at the back. It's not going to be easy for anyone to break it down. And that's not forgetting that you've got Witsel in the centre of the park, and you've also got Dembele sitting in cam. So, we have a review coming up. And I've got to say, I am fractionally nervous. It's not a formality at the end of the day. It's not a formality that they're going to keep you on as manager. They might find some reason that they want to get rid of us. The Capital One Cup. What was I going to say? I have no idea. Capital One Cup was a bit of a disgrace. We went out a little bit too easily. It was a little bit unfortunate. But we were going through a tough time at that particular sort of point in the season, and I think we recovered really well. Finishing 5th in the league is fantastic, and winning the FA Cup, I still can't get over that. Is absolutely amazing. And this game started. And again, I honestly felt to myself, it was going to be an absolute walk in the park. Look at this great ball into Lukaku. Look at that ball through. I don't know how you pronounce his name. I want to say Pratt, but it doesn't look like Pratt. And that was a majestic finish from the young lad. He really is quite a nice little lad to play with. Got some nice touches. He could do with being a bit bigger, muscling up a little bit more. But look at Lukaku. This is what Lukaku is all about. Look at that sudden burst of pace. Look at that strength to hold off the defender. Shrugs him away, no problems. Gets into the box, and I was screwing. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. That has to be a penalty. That has to be the worst tackle in ever. Just ever. And I've got to say, no, it clearly wasn't. Probably the best tackle I think I've seen in FIFA. Absolutely amazing. Look, first of all, he gets a foot under the ball there, which is not too much of a problem. We recover quite nicely. We knock it with our left foot. Again, watch his foot come across. Just there. Oh, gets the ball before the player. An amazing triple somersault dive. I really think Lukaku should go to the Olympics for that. That was amazing. But it wasn't a penalty, and I was like, okay, fair play, well done. Get up, Lukaku. Let's go and score a goal. And no, Lukaku has done some damage, some serious damage, which we'll find out in a little while what he's done. So I had to make a substitute, unfortunately, which is a little bit devastating because, Lukaku is just a beast. I think he highlighted everything he was all about in that clip. The way he broke forward, the way he held a defender off was absolutely magnificent. So 1-0 at half-time, I was quite chuffed. South Africa just behind us in the group, and this is basically the biggest game in the group. And second half started, and wow, how much luck can you get? Seriously, how much luck can you get? We were punished, but I still felt we were the better side. We could do a little bit more, but no, this was just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Some right FIFA and EA bullshit screwed us over in the 76th minute, and we ended up losing to South Africa. And I've got to say, I was glad I didn't turn it up to legendary, because the bullshit and world class in that game was just horrific. So we're going to see how long Lukaku is out for. Hopefully he's out for a couple of days, because him missing and Fellaini is a big dent into our tournament. 2 months. Broken elbow. 2 months. Wow. And the one thing I was really disappointed with is you don't have the option to bring in an emergency sub, which, a bit disappointed. I would have. And now when I submitted a squad, I think I should have bought in Benteke, and I neglected to do so because I didn't obviously foresee we were going to get a broken elbow, which is a little bit of a nightmare. So Morelos is going to get a few games, and this is the actual final end of the season, which is going to come up here. And wow, what a season! What an actual season! As soon as we go past this venture, we are into the transfer market. We'll be able to start doing some dealings. We'll be able to start looking at some players, which I can't wait for. We'll be able to do so much. It's just going to be absolutely epic. But before we go into the actual last season, we get the actual performance update. So here we go. Dear Mr. Locke, an excellent showing for the team in this season's domestic cup. Pass on our congratulations to the players. It was great fun to be involved in. The board of directors. Wow, sigh of relief number 1. That for me is an amazing email. Winning the FA Cup is just absolutely fantastic. I can't put it into words how much fun it was to actually have a decent FA Cup run, and actually to win the FA Cup was quite nerve-wracking, and it cost me a controller. I broke the analog stick on my controller, which was a little bit annoying, but these things happen when you have such jubilation. And yeah, it was great fun. Really enjoyed that, and I've got high hopes, to be honest, for the next season. Perhaps a Capital One Cup. Perhaps we can go for that. Go for that one. Full storm. Really go for it. And that way we would have won 2 cups. It would be brilliant. And obviously, subject is an amazing season. Before the season started, the club was set the following target to avoid a relegation. Congratulations, I can't read today, on exceeding what was expected of you. It's been an amazing season for the team. This makes us very confident that you are the right man to keep leading this club forward. Yours sincerely, West Ham Board of Directors. Smile on my face. Huge sigh of relief. I really feel so positive, so happy, so chuffed to get that sort of emails from the board. To be honest, it means a great deal to me to be appreciated and know that we are actually doing the right thing, going in the right direction. And yes, we're just going to load into season number 3 fully. Can't wait. Honestly, can't wait. I really can't wait. Thank you so much for your feedback on the last video, episode 25. As I say, I've got to start looking at the players, and we're going to see how much we get league budget-wise. I can't wait for this. This is going to be it's going to be interesting. The season budget, I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to seeing how much dosh we're going to get in our back burner to go and spend on some magnificent players. So, basically, we have got to finish mid-table in the league, which I feel we're more than capable of. I mean, let's be honest, we finished 5th. We could have finished a lot higher if it weren't for the draws, and then again, saying that, we could have finished a lot lower if we didn't get those draws. So, and there's the budget. Holy shit. £17.5 million plus 80 grand a week. As a result of our financial spend last season, the performance against the league objectives we set for you, and the prize monies received, we've decided on this season's budget. £17.5 million. And I like the way it puts at the bottom, pleasure working with you, West Ham Board. Wow. That is a huge amount of money. That really does open so many avenues. That really does now give us such a vast choice of players, such a greater choice of players. We're now not limited so much to trying to pick up bargain basement players, which is fantastic. we can actually still pick up the bargain basement players and go for some bigger players. But look at this. As your club will be taking part in the Euro League. Oh my God, we're in the Euro League. The board will be expecting the following. Reach the quarter-final. Is that realistic? Do you think we can reach the quarter-final? And look at that. Good luck, the board of directors. The board have reviewed our chances in the domestic cup. We'd love a cup run. We're delighted if you could reach the semi-final. Which, okay, semi-final's okay. We can do that. I'm sure we can... we can do that. I'm positive we could probably do that, can't we? Yeah, we should be able to do that. That shouldn't be a problem. That shouldn't be a problem at all. Obviously, these are the guys that we've got to pick from to either sign or release. I'm going to take a punt, to be honest, and offer a couple of them a contract, and I'm going to reject one of them. But just going to take a punt. At the end of the day, we might be able to flog them. And look at this, in form. Josie is being courted by Napoli. His epic season basically has alerted some of the top clubs in Europe, which is no surprise, to be honest. You know, he did play quite well. Perhaps I'm not happy with his overall return of 15 goals in the league. I would have liked to have seen at least 20 goals in the league, but as I said in the last episode, you can't have everything, and I think 15 goals is a fantastic return, especially when you bear in mind he's 23 or 24. Must be just about to turn 24. He's an absolute tank of a player, so overall I'm quite chuffed. So first off, instead of looking at some players, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the free agents. We're going to keep to our our methodical way of under 30 at the end of the day. So 17 to 21, don't see the point of going any higher than that. And as you can see, first off, there's a left winger, Dorian Jean, which is quite ironic because our tea ladies are called Dorian and Jean. So that was I felt that was a little bit of an omen to put pen to paper and see if he wants to come into the team. So I put him down as a 4 years, £7,000 squad rotational player. And hopefully he'll sign that contract. And obviously I spotted this lad. He's got some nice looking statistics. 18 years old, rated 71. At the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, we can easily get 2 mil for him. Same with the other lad. If it doesn't work out, we can easily get 3.5 million for him, or use him in a player swap at the end of the day. So there's a lot of benefits for doing it, and also it gives us a little bit of added strength in depth, which we are lacking a little bit. You know, end of last season really highlighted to me that we needed strength in depth. And even more so now you consider we're going to be playing in the Capital One Cup, we're going to be playing in the Premier League, the FA Cup and the Europa League. So we need to buy some players. And we received a transfer offer for Josie from FC Porto. And I was looking at his value, 6.5. And then I noticed he's actually gone up to 81. And I was like, wow, he's actually increased. I didn't think he could. And I looked at what our directors have said, 10.4. And I thought, you know what, if I put 12.5 down, I'll get the XP for making a counter offer. And if they do give us 12.5 million, I'll be gutted, but I can't see him doing it because that's a few million over the recommendation. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you later.